we need to think the mission.
And focus on the
Focus
mission.
on the mission. Church will be settled.
Yeah.
Yes.
Church will be taken care of.
Maybe to cut you short, can you simplify the mission for us? You know, maybe somebody's watching in a country where there is even no what we call church.
Yes.
Yeah, so what's the mission? How can they start?
Okay, so the mission of God we have tried to represent with 3 R's. 3 R's. The first R is to reach. Reach the lost.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you the 3 R's and I explain. Reach,
The lost.
restore, and reproduce.
Reach,
Restore, and reproduce.
Yeah.
So what does reach mean? Reach means going out to reaching the lost. Oftentimes, when we think about our mission as the church, we stop at that place. Reaching. And that's what we call evangelism.
And you know, it's actually very sad that there are very few churches that even get to that.
So the people who are below.
Yeah, because what you started with. We build a building, we make banners, we do everything on Facebook, we invite people.
Coffee.
It's the people to reach us.
Yes,
as
we are trying to get people
church.
to reach us.
Yeah, instead of so most of us never even get to the first
We don't
level.
start. We've not started at all.
Many.
Okay. Yes.
So that's reach the lost. Reach the lost. Evangelism is where this stops. And you see, the mission of God does not stop there. A lot of times we, as a church, even we stop there.
Yes.
We just evangelize and get people saved and all that. But what happens after getting them saved?
That was us.
Yeah, that was us because we were really, we've always been like reaching out. Yeah, that has been very powerful. And maybe at most we would invite them.
To church.
We invite them or just take their number.
Yeah.
We believed, okay, let me not go ahead of you. But I wanted to say that we believed that discipleship is a class you do.
Of course.
You get what I mean?
I'm going to talk about that.
Yes. So reach.
Don't stop at that place. And I normally give this example, and this will help anybody who is listening to me to understand this. Why evangelism is not the mission. It's not the end of the mission. If you only evangelize and reach people for the kingdom, what you have done is that I'll liken you to the woman who got pregnant, carried the pregnancy for 9 months.
Oh my goodness.
Went to the hospital, delivered the baby,
and left them.
And left the baby in the hospital. That's exactly what you've done. If you have just reached people for God, you have evangelized, they've received Jesus. But what happens? You've given birth to a child. So what happens after that? If I ask this every time, what would you call that kind of a woman? People will tell me several things. Irresponsible, wicked, and all that.
Yeah.
Now, if you only evangelize, that is what you are. Irresponsible and wicked. That's what you've successfully done.
Man,
okay?
We are giving God street children.
Yes.
Yes, we've created street children, yes. Because we've not brought them into our community.
Exactly. So that's the first stage. And you don't leave them there because what you've done, you brought them into a new life. That they don't know what this new life is about. They are babies. They want to eat, they need somebody to help them. They poo, they need somebody to clean up. What do babies do? They make messes. Although they are beautiful, they are lovely, but they make messes as well.
They do. A lot of messes.
A lot of messes. So they need people to help them because you've just brought them into this life. And that is where that stops. That is reaching. The next is restore. We say restore God's dream for mankind. Restore God's dream for mankind. And what does that entail? That entails you helping them to be better people. Better people. And you see, when I talk about this, I try to be clear about it. It is actually not sitting people down to teach them how to teach them scriptures alone. Okay? It's not helping them to understand, to know the Bible alone.
Greek and...
It is actually helping them to be whole people.
Yes.
We are teaching them scriptures, but at the same time, we are looking at we are helping them to become people who are useful in the society as well.
Yeah.
We are making them people who are not only heavenly focused and earthly irrelevant, but people who are heavenly focused and earthly relevant. You see, because there are people you will not be able to reach if you are not making progress in your life.
It's true.
No matter how much scripture you know.
Yeah, how much tongues you speak.
No matter how much tongue you speak.
Yeah.
So as disciples, we need to help them to become better people. Right. So we are helping them to be more and more like Jesus. But at the same time, we are helping them to be better people on earth. People who, in societies and communities where they find themselves, they are relevant, they can influence people. What's the use of knowing all the scriptures and having a bad attitude in your community where you cannot reach anybody? I mean, you further chase people away from Jesus.
It's true.
With a bad attitude. So as a discipler, you must help them with all those things.
It's amazing.
And even goes deeper. Helping them with their finances.
Yes.
Helping them with with their relationships.
Yes.
Now I'm talking about some other things that maybe as we go on with this, talking about some other things that you need to think through as you're helping those people. So that's restoring God's dream.
Wow.
Making them the people that God designed or ordained them to be.
Yeah.
Restoring God's dream. The third R is reproduce.
Yeah.
And that is reproduce the mission in others. Don't let it stop with you. What you have done for them, you have to make them to become like. So you have to be a hero maker, not a hero as a discipler.
Yeah. Yeah.
And our societies
Hey,
love,
that's powerful.
we love to be heroes.
Yes.
As a discipler, you should be a hero maker. That's your goal.
Yeah.
Ensuring that everybody who comes into that space of discipling with you, in the next few years, they can do exactly the same thing you are doing. More like
If
you are
not
reproducing yourself in them and giving them the wings to fly in that space. So be a hero maker, not a hero. Reproduce that mission in others.
Wow.
That's the mission of
3
God.
R's.
Hey, that's
Reach,
very powerful.
restore,
And
reproduce.
reproduce. I love it.
Wow.